So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny.
Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
1, 2. You're gonna start off with singing your favorite song. Are you ready? You know I'm keeping it right.
You better not. Don't do boy like that.
Hey man,
We go
listen.
way back, man. Don't do me like
And
that.
that's why I can do that and get away with it. Because you know what? If you're not walking through the building humming, like, why are you even coming? You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to have that extra pep in your step. Because you got this big celebration coming up. I want you to log on, find out all the details about it right now at celebratebrew.com. That's BREW, celebratebrew.com. Today in the building, in the hot seat and on the tan line, I have none other than the president and CEO of Nexus Louisiana, the one, the only, world-renowned Kevin Mills.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm chilling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Ready to talk all things entrepreneurship for the week of May 1st through the 6th.
That's right. And you know what? May 1st through the 6th, you have so much going on. But before we even break that down, congratulations to you. You have been everywhere from here to the White House. And I'm grateful to see that. I know that's President calling you right now. But you made time to join me in the hot seat and on the tan line today. And I appreciate you so much for that.
No, thank you. You know, when you call, I'm going to show up. You know, we go way back, and it's always exciting. It's always fun when we get together and just hang out and have a good conversation. So I'm here.
Absolutely. And, you know, I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. You have so much that's going on, and people may be familiar with the name Nexus. They may be familiar with the logo Nexus. But tell us a little bit about Nexus Louisiana and some of the things that you all provide for those in the capital city and surrounding areas.
Yeah, you know, Nexus Louisiana Technology Park, it's off of Florida. A lot of people like to say the old Beaumarchais Mall. We're on the other side of the parking lot from Cox Communication. But Nexus Louisiana is an entrepreneur support organization and technology incubator where we host a lot of technology companies. We have about 35 companies that are inside our facilities and another handful that are virtual. But what we provide is true support to entrepreneurships through coaching, capital, and access to capital, as well as connections. You know, we make sure that our entrepreneurs are going to be fully prepared so when they go out into the world that they can go ahead and be successful at the things that they're trying to achieve. You know, for me, when I came on board last June, it was something that was important because I served on the board for about 10 years and served in leadership as the chairman for my last 3 years on the board before taking over. But we really look to help all entrepreneurs, not just technology entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs that have companies that are scalable, that are innovative, and really just want to expand and help other people and find those solutions. So that's what we're about. We're about helping entrepreneurs to become successful.
And, you know, Calvin, I know that you say at the Technology Park, you all actually house and provide office spaces and the overhead and access to capital. But is this a walk-in, hey, man, you know what? I got the next best thing since sliced bread. Or is there like a process that they have to go through in order for you to be able to say, you know what? They've invested in themselves. I think we're willing to take that chance and invest in them as well. Like, what's the process of having a seat at that table?
So we are open door. You know, we invite our entrepreneurs to come through our doors and just have a conversation with us. Let us sit down and see where you're at and see what help you need. And if it's something that we provide, then we provide those opportunities and services to you. If it's not, then through our connections, we connect you with those organizations that can actually help you with what you're looking for. So honestly, we do have an open door policy to come in and have a conversation. And then we want to call ourselves the hub of entrepreneurship, because through us, you're able to find the resources that you need to become successful.
I love it. And just being in the building with a Calvin Mills, being in the building with your team. Like, I say that and you laugh, but it's so serious because it's like you have been a technology guru since forever. Like before this was a thing, it was your thing. And beforehand, it wasn't so cool. So it's just like you were the geek that was trying to figure it out, but you made it cool because you had that swag. I mean, but before technology was so cutting edge, and before it was in the palm of everybody's hands, and before there was an app for that, while we were still trying to figure out AOL dial-up, you saw the future in technology. So being on the cutting edge and knowing how important it is for things like BREW, Baton Rouge Entrepreneurship Week, and for those minds that are now seeing where we are, but yet having cutting edge ideas and willing to support that. What should we expect when we come out there for the block party, May 1st through May 6th?
So BREW is going to be a week-long event that brings hundreds of entrepreneurs and business professionals together to develop meaningful connections and explore new paths to build what's next. And like you said, almost 20 years ago, and actually 20 years ago this year, I started my first tech company, and it was actually full circle because I walked into the tech park as a broke college graduate, wanting to start my first company, and now here I am, 20 years later, at the head of the organization.
Right.
But, we created BREW to really give access to resources, so that entrepreneurs can understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Because a lot of times, they think, hey, I'll just start a business and call myself a CEO and hey, I've made it. And that's not the case. I've had a lot of success over the last 20 years, but it has taken me 20 years to get to where I'm at now. And it's been a lot of failure. It's been a lot of success. But at all in all, it's been a lot of gut, grind, and just getting down and dirty, and to a point where I finally got the wheels running in the right direction.
Yeah.
So BREW was designed to help entrepreneurs like that, to help people like myself. We have a lot of things coming. You mentioned the block party. The block party is going to kick everything off. I'm excited about it. That's really going to get people excited about the week. We got Benson.
Now listen, we're talking about Mrs. New Orleans.
Mrs. New
Orleans.
Orleans.
This isn't just some Gail. No, this is Mrs. New Orleans. If you
Mrs.
have
New
ever
Orleans.
showed up for a block party in New Orleans, chances are it was because of Who Dat Nation. Chances are it was because of the Pelicans. Chances are it was because of a nonprofit organization that she was out here rallying around. And you have Mrs. New Orleans, Mrs. Entrepreneur herself, coming down to Baton Rouge to be our keynote speaker.
So that part right there alone to me is exciting because you have a billionaire that is going to be sharing gems about what it takes to be successful. Who knows? Somebody in that room could potentially be the next Gail Benson,
Absolutely.
Be the next billionaire of Louisiana, could be the next person to own the New Orleans Saints. She wants it to come to be left to someone who is passionate about Louisiana, passionate about New Orleans. So, just having her in the building, I think alone is going to bring a lot of excitement for that week. You talk about May 1st through the 6th. We have our young entrepreneurs that we're going to be investing in on that Saturday. So all of my young entrepreneurs that are out there that have these ideas, that are looking to try to start something, come on out on Saturday. Really, you can come out throughout the week, but on Saturday, it's all about you. And I think to me, that's exciting because I have come across a lot of innovative and smart kids that are coming out with great ideas. We see it on social media all the time. There are kids that are literally out here creating companies and or becoming millionaires doing it even before they turn 18 years old.
Absolutely.
So that's exciting. We want to equip all entrepreneurs, young and old. And I think, this week is going to speak to that.
Now, you know what, Calvin? Now, this is the part that I get super excited about. We watch these shows like Shark Tank, and we watch all of these people come to the table with their great ideas. Oh, I'm the next best, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. Well, here's your chance. So we're doing our own version of the Shark Tank where they're coming and they're telling us about their startup company. Maybe they're already in full swing and they just want somebody to help them out. But at the end of that rainbow, there is a pot of gold.
Ooh, let's talk about that pot of gold.
It.
So we have high stake pitch. We had over 45 companies that applied. We've gotten down to our semifinalists, and they're going to have a chance to pitch their idea for $100,000.
Say that again.
We are giving away $100,000 to the top entrepreneur that pitches his or her business the best to show us that, listen, I have something that can be invested in, that's something that can grow and scale and eventually come out with a huge exit. So we're giving entrepreneurs in Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas an opportunity to pitch for $100,000.
Yeah.
Now that alone,
you're gonna shut down the whole week right
with
then and
Gail Benson. So you got a billionaire in the middle of the week, and you got $100,000 at the end of the week to help you start your journey to becoming the next billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm on my journey to becoming a billionaire.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm also an entrepreneur by heart.
Yeah, serial entrepreneur. Put a handle on that.
The serial entrepreneur. You know, I started out with my first company. Now I'm on my third, which is my baby, Help IT. You know, which we're actually building a company to take it public. You know, I'm trying to become the first Black tech founder to actually take a company from start to finish.
Yes.
We've never had that. So, you know, even my own story can be inspiring to our entrepreneurs, just, you know, coming up on May 1st through the 6th, because I get to share my story along with others. And you have real people that you know, that you can touch, that you can feel, that you can really learn from. And I'm excited just to see what's going to happen, you know, see the energy that goes along in this week, and really just see everybody leave with something that they can take to start or continue the journey that they're on.
I love it. And, you know, Kevin, you always talk about this, about building your company and 20 years in, but the part that people don't like to talk about is the test that became their testimony. Mm-hmm. It hasn't always been pretty. There's a level of sacrifice, and something has to die in order for something to live.
Yes.
Right? So the level of sacrifice that goes into it, nobody wants to talk about that, especially now that we're living in this instant gratification world where everybody thinks that success is right here, right now. That overnight success very well may have been 2 decades in.
Exactly. And, you know, I have never shied away from it. I've shared my story. You know, I actually wrote a book called No Secrets to Elevation, where I talked about everything, the good, the bad, and the deep ugly. You know, there was a point where a lot of people didn't notice about me, where I technically was homeless. Yeah. You know, I lived in my office on an air mattress, didn't have hot water, really didn't have any contracts coming in because we went through a recession. And, you know, I was a federal contractor for a long time, and then all of that stopped. You know, so I had to reevaluate. Really, I had to rediscover and reimage myself. You know, that's the theme of the week, is rediscover, reimagine. And that's what I had to do. You know, I had to, you know, look deep down inside and say, do I really want this? Is this really for me? And, you know, I told myself, yes, I trusted God from day one when I stepped out to start my first company. And I wasn't going to stop trusting him. And I did that. And now I'm in a position to where, you know, I have a company that, you know, we're building to take public. And, you know, it's shocking to me to even realize that those words are coming out of my mouth and that I'm actually walking that journey and that path right now to doing that. And that's really what BREW is about. It's about putting a dream on the table, having that idea come to fruition, and seeing that idea through to make it successful. And if I did it, if Gail Benson can do it, if whoever wins, and even if they don't win the $100,000 from the high stake pitch, we are showing people, listen, if you go out there and put the work in, you can have an opportunity to be successful and eventually come back and be someone to share your story.
That's right. Just being at the table is a win, because you've invested in yourself, you believed in yourself, you know that this is a part of your journey, and you're not going to let it just die at a thought. Not going to let it die at the first no that you get. And I know that with BREW, Baton Rouge Entrepreneurship Week, we have so much that's going on. If they want those VIP passes, if they want tickets, if they want a schedule, how can we get on board with all this? Even if they want to be a vendor, is it too late for them to be a vendor at some of these events?
What I would tell anybody, if you're interested, whether it's becoming a vendor, whether it's trying to get your tickets, you definitely want to get those VIP tickets, because we got some special swag and some special things going on with that.
Sign me up. I like the special swag.
Go to our website, celebratebrew.com. Celebratebrew.com. Go on there, sign up, get your tickets. You can send messages to find out if we have any more space for vendors. But listen, come out to the block party. Come out that week to all of the things that we're going to have going on downtown. Come out to hear Gail Benson give her keynote. Come out to check out the high stake pitch and find out what does it take to win $100,000. And really, that money is from investors, people who are actually investing in that company that wins. You know, there are people out here looking for opportunities. So Never let anybody tell you that it can't happen, because I'm living proof that it can happen. And throughout the entire week, you're going to hear from some dynamic speakers, some dynamic experts, people who have worked in the industry, people who have built companies. You know, we have a lot of resources that are going to be available. We got people from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office that are coming to talk to you about trademarking. Trademarking is very important in the success of a business, because guess what? If you don't do those things, somebody can take your idea, trademark or patent it, and guess what? All you can do is sit back and say, I wish I could have. Yeah. So please come out, bring your recorder, bring your pencils, your paper, your pens, whatever you need to write down and remember, bring those things out. But you got to sign up, because if you don't have tickets, you won't be able to get in. It's CelebrateBrew.com. I can't stress that enough. Go to the website, sign up. Follow us on all social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Follow us. You can follow Nexus Louisiana. You can follow Celebrate Brew on all those social media outlets. So please get the information. Come out. We're asking everybody to come on out, have a good time. Our kids, get ready to showcase your stuff on that Saturday. And we're just going to have a great time. And we're going to start with a big party, a block party on that first day.
That's it. And I'm super excited, because I know that the capital city, we deserve this. We've asked for this. So now let's prove it and support this. CelebrateBrew.com. Kevin, you already know this is a walk-up situation. I'm right around the corner. It is an extension of your office. And I need my quarterly updates. So if I don't see you, I'll be like, hey Kevin, so you acting funny? Like, what's good? What's good? You know what I'm saying? So,
look, I'll be honest. You know, a lot of people nowadays, when they call me, they ask, am I in the state? You know, I travel a lot.
Are you in the country?
You know, am I in the country? Right. You know, I just got back from London, which was really exciting, because I actually represented Nexus in the UK. You know, I had an opportunity to be in a room with some dynamic people. I'm talking about the White House, Federal Reserve Bank, the International Trade Bank, Export Bank. And listen, we got some stuff coming up about export and import for entrepreneurs. There's some resources that are available that I know people are not getting that information. And that's what Nexus is about. We're about going out, finding the information, and bringing it back to share with our entrepreneurs so they can be successful. So please follow us on all social media. Get to know us. Like I said, we have an open door policy. Come on in, have a conversation with us. Let us help you to be successful. Let us help you find out your idea and really home in on those skills that's going to help you. That's what we're here for. That's why I'm there. You know, I can't be grateful enough that now, as an entrepreneur, I get to lead an entrepreneur organization and help the capital region and the state of Louisiana entrepreneurs to be successful at what they want to do.
Goals.
All that.
That's right. Setting them, hitting them, and then paving the way for others to do the same with theirs.
Yes.
Congratulations to you and your team, because I know that y'all are working day in and day out making this happen. Celebrate Brew. That's BREW. CelebrateBrew.com. Get your tickets now. It's a field trip May 1st through May 6th. You cannot afford to miss this. I'm going to pull up. You know, my office is right there in Nexus. You haven't heard this yet because you were out of the country, but I've already ordered my pink shag carpet and the disco ball.
There we go.
Yeah, you know, and the cute little disco
swag out,
like
baby.
Swag. So come on through. We know we'll be looking for you, and we're super excited to hear more about this and that $100,000 high stake pitch.
Yes,
man,
$100K on the table.
It's up for grabs.
Cash money.
How bad do you want it? They making it rain. How bad do you want it?
We ain't talking about no services. We ain't talking about no credits. We are talking cash money. $100,000, or as we say, 100 cash money. Do you understand?
I understand.
So come on out. Let us see what you got and get a chance to win this money.
I love it. I know you got more work to do, so I'm going to let you get to it. Chase the sun or let the sun chase you, but either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Always. Love you too.